I didn't go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, like audio.
I was like, damn.
I was like, what's she talking about?
Yeah, takes first, yeah.
I was like, audio issues.
Yeah, audio issues.
That's like
for sure.
That's like my 90th interview.
Because none of we did that happen with anyone.
Oop.
Hardly.
All right, phones on silent, por favor.
Start.
Tucson, put my phone on charger. I need some juice. Oh, I can't use yours.
Or she can use that battery pack.
Thank you. That's what I was referring to. How much percent you got?
Oh, I have another. Don't worry, I have another charger. Oh yeah, I have another charger. Okay, so if she gets battery pack and you want charger, I'll have it back.
Everybody is on me. Jesus, leave me alone right quick.
This is so cute.
Appreciate you.
Let me see Tucson. Let me see my phone.
All right, cameras are rolling. Are you done in the background, Devin, or no?
I just want to clear out the way. One last thing. Cell phone or charger? Charger. You have the phone charger. 1 second, boys. That'll be it. 1 minute before you start. Just 1 minute, boy.
I love the relationship question.
I'm a improv because yes, ma'am, because I was rushing through this and I'm like, why am I rushing? I'm like, God damn, it's about to be 8 o'clock already. The fuck?
Period.
So yeah, this is just like blueprint questions. I'm a expand and expound.
Okay.
Because we got to get into some things. And your hair looks amazing, by the way. Yes, indeed. Cheers. Cheers.
To the first link up, but not the first talk.
Period.
We needed that FaceTime call, though.
Yeah.
But I ain't have to. We kept it cute.
Mm-hmm.
I got on that live. And so I said, oh, this is about me.
Because you was like, what you say?
And I'm in the comments, they like, is that Fania? Yes, it's Fania. This is real. It's not that hard.
You was like, something to the effect that not you using my face on the flyer, but don't talk to me, or something you said.
I
was like, wait a minute. You did. I was like, what?
But that's facts.
Not really.
That's my timeline. I see a flyer of myself, but the person that posted the flyer didn't reach out to me. So I'm like, all right, let me see what this is about. I go on there, it's about me. Fuck.
Hilarious. Okay, how we doing?
Good.
The whole truth, real stories, real life. The whole truth, real conversations you don't hear anywhere else. The whole truth, the whole truth, the whole truth will win. Say it loud, say it clear. Tap in, subscribe. And stay ready, because the truth always comes out here.
So we are live and in color, and y'all see it's a lot going on. We got Fania in the building. How do we spell Fania? F-H-I.
Oh, you trying to play? You know it's not that hard. Please. F-A-N-I-A. Okay.
Period. We got Fania in the building, and I know some of y'all think that I don't like her for some weird reason, but we got her here and we're gonna talk about some things because she kind of caught herself chewing me out on one of my videos. I had posted my flyer for my review. I do my little thing, Dizzle, and then she go boop, 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 boop. Not using my picture, and you ain't even give me a call or shout me out or figure out what's going on. I'm like, wait a minute.
As I should.
Wait a minute.
Using my flyer and not questioning me about nothing is actually insane.
Well, if I recall correctly, I really wasn't the focus wasn't you. It was by way of another baddie because they had brought you up. So it wasn't like
you couldn't get my side before.
Hey, well, listen, you ended up hitting me up and I got your side, baby. She had me on the phone for like a little over an hour.
Yeah, it was like,
and it was a chill conversation. It wasn't like no rah or nothing like that. And we
actually
the vibe check was checking.
Yeah,
welcome
stuff,
welcome.
New York, Jersey.
Period. Welcome, Fania. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So I need you to raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you.
So help me.
All right now.
Amen.
What's your favorite color, food, place to travel, and movie?
Oh, my favorite color is blue and purple.
Okay.
My favorite movie
Yes.
is Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food, I like steak, pasta, and tacos.
Together or like not
Oh,
with
like separated,
minus the
separated,
tacos,
yeah,
but yeah, okay.
Separated.
Okay. And your favorite place to visit that you've been so far?
Honestly, home. Jersey.
Okay. Where exactly in Jersey?
I'm from Jersey City.
Okay. Okay. What's your zodiac sign and what's the good and bad sign of both?
Big Gemini.
Oh,
Not too much on it.
that
Not too much on
that
it.
explains a lot, friend.
Fire.
That exactly, but that explains a lot, friend. Are Geminis really bipolar? Are you
I don't feel
bipolar?
like I'm bipolar. I feel like you get what you give. We match energy.
Okay.
So while y'all think that we switch up, no, we're giving you exactly what you're giving us.
How do you think Jersey City shaped you to be the person that you are today?
Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good.
Like, did you grow up in the suburbs? Did you grow up in the hood?
I grew up in 16th Street projects.
Okay.
And growing up, I just felt like all I knew was Jersey City.
Okay.
So when I got to high school, first of all, before high school, I played every sport you could think of. I did fencing, soccer, cheerleading, track, basketball. Like I literally tried it all. And I stuck to what I was best in, and that was track.
Okay.
So track is what got me out of Jersey City. I ended up getting a full ride to Allen University, and I wanted to go to the furthest school.
Why the furthest? To explore or to just get away?
Well, number one, I wanted to go to HBCU.
Okay.
And we don't really have any up north.
Yeah.
I think we have one in PA, I think. But I just wanted to get like away from Jersey because that's all I knew.
Gotcha.
Like I used to travel to like Florida and New York growing up, but that's like right there, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to get far away
Okay.
and just experience something different.
Do you come from a big family? A lot of siblings? Are both your parents still here?
Both of my parents are still here. I come from a single parent household. I was raised with my mom, my older brother, my aunt, and I have a little brother that passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. But was really my household.
Okay. Okay, so are you and your mom like super, super tight?
My mom is our best friend.
Do you speak to your father at all or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What does mom think about you being on Baddies?
Honestly, my mom is the most supportive person in the world. Like, she supports me no matter what I want to do. Like, you know, my mom, she looks at me like, okay, you got to make mistakes. Like, I can't tell you what to do. I'm going to let you make your own mistakes and grow from them.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So outside of the sports, how were you or what were you like as a child, like growing up? Was Fania playing with Barbie dolls by herself? Was Fania out in the woods playing hide and go seek? Like, what kind of girl were you?
I was really like a little tomboy growing up. Like, I was playing manhood, hot piece and butter, which you might know.
What's that?
That's when you hide the belt and you got to go find it. It's like
It's called hot what?
Hot piece and butter.
Okay.
Yeah, you hide the belt and whoever find it first, they get to whoop you. Then you got to go back to the safe place. Yeah.
Is it like a playful whoop or y'all be?
No, it's a playful whoop.
Okay. Okay. So how old were you playing that game?
I was young, like 5.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
You know, where are you? You from New York? Where are you?
I'm originally from Connecticut. I lived in New York for 14 years, so people say I'm from New York. But I grew up in Connecticut. Bulls Park I grew up in the hood, y'all. Y'all may not feel that and think that, but I did. Back in my day, we was playing burn. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but you take the tennis ball, you wet it, and you throw it against a brick wall. No. And if you gotta hit the wall before the ball hits it. And if you don't, you get burned. With the tennis ball, they throw it at you. We had some crazy games back in the day, so that's why I asked.
That's too much.
It's too much. Friend, burn was it. It taught you some things. What's something about you fans would be surprised to hear?
I don't feel like. It's a broad question because I feel like anytime my supporters, I don't really call them fans. I really call them supporters.
Right, right, right.
But my supporters, honestly, I'm open with them. Like if they DM me, I respond as much as I can because it do be a lot. But when they come in my live asking me questions, like I'm always open about everything. Like I'm really an open book. So I don't feel like it's nothing about me that they really don't know. Like the only thing I'm really like not secretive about, but like just not as open about is my relationships anymore.
Oh, but we about to get into some
Oh.
relationship. We got some questions now because
Okay.
there's a lot going on. Yeah. But is that like a Fauna trait or a Gemini trait? Because I find Geminis not to be as open. So
As far as relationships?
like, and just in general, like,
No, I am an open book.
okay,
I really am an open book.
okay.
Yeah.
Before reality TV, what was your life really like on a day-to-day basis? Let's say you're in your 20s now. So before Zeus and Baddies and all of that, what was your day-to-day like?
So, this is still like fairly new. It hasn't even been a year.
It hasn't.
March makes a year. Before Baddies, I'm not gonna lie, I had an amazing life. People think I was a police officer, but I was working in corporate. I was a regional manager right before Baddies. So I was working in corporate. I was working from home. I worked with kids. I traveled every other month for work. Like I was a boss.
So were you cosplaying as a cop? I seen you in the uniform and stuff.
No. I was a police officer.
Okay.
I stopped being a police officer in 2023 or 2022.
So you didn't stop before Baddies. You had
I
already
didn't stop being a police officer for Baddies. No.
Got you.
I was a regional manager, I was getting paid more as a regional manager than I did as a police officer.
Yeah.
But it's just like working for the organization I worked for I was happy because I worked from home and like it was amazing money. And I was 26 at the time working from home, making great money and a boss, company card, all of that. But it's just like, I just didn't want to do that anymore.
So why did you stop being a cop?
Being a police officer?
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I became a police officer because I got arrested in college.
Oh.
And I didn't know anything about the law. I turned myself in, I made a statement, I did all the wrong things. And they charged me with the highest charge they could charge me with. I had a felony charge and
What
I didn't
you
know.
do? You robbed somebody?
No, it was fighting.
Okay.
And yeah, it was fighting. Fighting. It was a big brawl. But I was in South Carolina, hands of one, hands of all.
Oh.
So yeah, whoever I was with got charged with everything. We all got charged with the same stuff. And I didn't know anything about the law there. So I'm like, okay, I got kicked out of school. I got kicked off the track team. It was a lot. And then at that time I was trying to pledge. It was too much going on. So I'm like, all right, I need to do something different. So I changed my major to criminal justice.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to get more knowledge with the law. And then I worked for Allen University Campus Police. I did an internship with them.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, I like this a little bit. And then I worked for the city when I graduated. Like they recommended me to work with the city.
Okay. How long were you a police officer?
2 years altogether.
In those 2 years, did you see any crazy things that, could be protested or, because right now we're in a crazy climate with the police officers and ICE and all the stuff going on. In your time period, did you witness anything crazy that you could recall?
Not as far as like something we could protest for, no.
Okay.
Like I remember I didn't get in a shootout, but I witnessed a shootout.
Okay.
But that's probably like it as far as like weapons and stuff.
Being a woman, as a police officer, did you feel like it was a man's club and only a man's club and you had to try to figure out how to maneuver through that? Or were your police department where you were, everyone was very accepting and it was all equality and you were cool?
Oh, well, because I worked in South Carolina and I worked in Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia is more diverse, so we don't even have to get into that. But as far as South Carolina, it was me and my partner. We were the only African Americans on our squad.
Is that the guy that we see you in the video dancing with?
Yeah,
okay.
him. That's why we were out there making TikToks. We were having a blast, making it,
yeah,
more than what it was. But, yeah, that was a hard challenge, though. Honestly, I don't feel like I had to maneuver or try to fit in because they accepted me. I was the only African American female on our squad, and it was only 2 of us.
Wow.
So I felt like they really praised me, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you never walked in and just felt like awkwardness or
No.
okay. That's a beautiful thing, because sometimes, you know, in certain organizations that kind of happens and people kind of got to get through it. So, you know, she mentioned not being open about relationships, but we about to get into some things. You're a pretty woman. You look very snazzy in front of me. Who was Fauna's first true love years back that you can recall? And how was that relationship? What did that relationship feel and look like?
I don't even feel like, at my age, 27, I don't feel like I've been in love. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, shots fired. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, no, like in that moment, I think I love you.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
But once I remove myself from that situation and I look back, I'm like, oh no, this was not love. Like, straight up. I felt like I had a lot of growing to do and I didn't know my true worth.
Okay.
So I was settling for a lot of stuff that I should have never settled for. And I stayed in situations that I should have never stayed in. And I learned a lot from it. But looking back, I don't think I was ever in love.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The world has been talking about, you know, Fauna. It's not that hard. And like your potential like love interest and what we got going on out here in the world. Is she gonna shine some light? Is she gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and
I'm
nothing
gonna
but
tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay, because you know I'm gonna get a little messy a little later.
Let's do it.
But for right now, who is Fauna, you know, hanging out with, you know, feeling right now? Is it the ladies? Is it the men? Is it the non-binaries? Is it the trans? Like what we playing around with?
So I am known for being a part of the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
And I'm known for being, I guess people say lesbian. But at this moment, I am not dating anyone. But I do think, like, looking at from my past situations and how I've been with females, because I've been dating females damn near my whole life.
Okay.
I've always found myself in like toxic situations, not like abusive, but just like overall toxic in the things I attract. And I don't know if men are any better, but I do think I want to start dating men, like for good. Like I want to marry a man.
Why?
Why
is that coming into your mind now?
Because I've been literally all over the place with females and I'm not happy. With females, I'm not happy anymore. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if men are any better, but
baby, they not, baby. They not. Men are men. Men are men. So at the end of the day, I feel like there's somebody out there for everyone, and you just have to find that perfect person for you, whatever gender that may be. It'll be that. But everybody, every gender has their own vices. So word on the curb was that you and a fellow baddie had a little lovers situation happening, and you know, some people are comparing it to like Summer and Lex. You and Tavii, is that a good comparison? Like, what? No, explain.
I don't think it's a good comparison at all. Tavii, I really did consider her a friend. Like, we spent the whole summer together. I've never even kissed Tavii or looked at her in that way. Like, that's...
So what was that on? It was online. They were saying that...
They were saying what?
That you and her...
No.
Y'all never...
No.
Munch, nothing?
No, I don't... no.
Really?
Sorry.
Okay.
Tavii's honestly not my type of female. Like, I think she's a beautiful person, but not my type. Like, straight up.
Okay.
No. But at one point in time, me and Tavii were friends, and... we just had a really good bond. Like, I looked at her like an older sister. Tavii's like, what, 10 years older than me? What, she's 36? I'm 27.
Okay.
She's 10 years older than me. So I looked at her like an older sister. Like, she's been around my family. I've been around her family. Like, I've met her son. Like, you know, different things. So when you're actually like that involved in people's lives, you guys have a different type of bond. So, yeah.
Okay, we're going to get a little bit more into that when we start talking about this baddie stuff. What is your mental like today? Because... when I discovered you, I saw you at like 24K or some followers like that. I don't know. But now
588.
yeah, it's and it, like you said, it hasn't even been a year. So to go from that to that like that,
Yeah.
where's your mental today?
I feel like sometimes my mental, it goes up and down.
Okay.
Because the baddie stuff could be a lot at times. Like these supporters, and sometimes y'all could be a lot. Not you, but like
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Like sometimes it could really be a lot. And I learned not to like really care about what the comment section says, but sometimes like I'm human at the end of the day. So sometimes I'll be like, okay, well damn, like
she came from my neck. She came from my
No, but I look at what they say about other people and I'm just like, okay, well, like, you know, I feel bad. Like, I remember it was one time Anna was, like, literally crying on live. And I was like, damn, like, I felt her pain.
Yeah.
Like, it really could be a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and Anna, she's a happy person. She's always smiling. So you would think, like, you know, like, she happy. But sometimes people hide that behind a smile.
Okay.
Sometimes they do a lot. But I just have to check my mental. And that's why I'm happy that I have the support system that I have, my family, my friends. Like, my friends know if I don't text them, like, they'll hit me up. For example... This one right here, if I don't talk to him within like a whole day, he'll text me or call me like, okay, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, why we ain't speak? Why you ain't call me?
I was going to ask you, has fame or notoriety changed your personal relationships with certain people?
No, I literally have the same friends.
Okay, that's a blessing.
Literally, all the same friends. And my friends are from Jersey, New York, South Carolina, like my college friends, my sorority sisters.
Okay.
And my family. Like, that's my support system.
So no one has switched up on you. It's still the same energy. You haven't switched up on anyone else. It's just all love.
I literally have the same friends.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
What's one flaw of yours that you're actively working on today? Because, you know, Geminis think they perfect, you know.
No, I'm not perfect. I'm not at all. Honestly, looking at myself like how I was before to now, I've grown a lot.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. I've grown a lot. I used to be quick with like my temper or like my attitude. I used to be quick with it, but I've grown to learn how to watch my mouth, watch my tone.
Okay.
So yeah, that's something that I've come a long way.
You kind of quick on baddies, friend. You be quick with it on baddies.
Honestly, I feel like I be nice half the time. Too nice, if you ask me. No, seriously.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Killa always tells me, like, friend, you're too nice. She literally tells me that, like, friend, you are too nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to get this one question out the way because I know everybody's asking this question. Are you and Killa still cool?
Absolutely. That's my girl.
Okay.
That's my
cool.
girl.
So we got that out the way. We're going to talk about some more.
No,
we're going to talk about it some more.
Rican too, because people just see me and Killa, like, I just spent Killa's birthday with her in the cabins, and people just think like, oh, duo. No, like, we are still all together, but
okay,
you know, people have personal real life shit going on in their lives, so it's not like we could be together every day or like hang out every day. Like, no, people have real life shit going on. So yes, Rican is still our friend. I still have her location. We still talk. We still text. We still FaceTime. Like, we just don't hang out as much.
How long? Not how long. How was the cabin trip? Where did you go?
Oh, we had a blast. We went to Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I saw some snow up there in the mountains. Was it freezing cold?
It was honestly cold, but we was in a jacuzzi outside.
Yeah. Them cabins be lit. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a blast.
And that one looked pretty big. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Killa did her big one.
Okay. Shout out to Killa. Usher. At Baddies Africa, baby. Now, y'all know I watch this stuff. We talk about it all the time. And there's some seasons that I could say that I actually like. Baddies Africa started out really, really crazy, and then it ended really, really bad. In my eyes and a lot of people's eyes. We're going to start from the very beginning. What possessed you to audition for Baddies or Baddies Africa? Was that your first time auditioning?
Yes.
Okay, so what made that happen?
So my friend Deasia, she originally texted me and she's like, let's go to the Baddies audition. She sent me the application. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. So the day before the audition is when they sent like the email of like where the location was going to be. And I guess it was like, she's from New York. She lives in New York.
Okay.
The audition was in Atlanta and she has kids. So it was like too short of a notice for her. So she's like, oh, I'm not going to go. But I had already sent them my video. I had already did the application. So I'm like, all right. I don't have work. I might as well go. So I still went. My cousin Lala came with me, and I ended up making it with no ticket. Okay.
Oh. What was your experience like? Because we see these baddies auditions, and we see all the fights, and we saw you did fight on the audition episode, but like, explain what it was like seeing that, like seeing people getting beat up, you know, probably blood everywhere, like people acting crazy.
I fought multiple times at the audition. Actually, I fought in the waiting area. I fought near the bathroom because I feel like in that environment, people feel like they have to do like a lot.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, calm down. But I was near the bathroom, and a girl, she said I bumped her, but I apologized, and she was getting buck at me. So I'm getting buck at her. Then she ended up pouring water on me. After that, I was in the middle of trying to take off my heel, and my cousin was arguing with her. I'm literally in the middle of taking off my heel, and they just go at it, and I just swung off like, all right, I guess this will be doing. So I was literally fighting with one heel on. That was strike one. And then when I went to the like the judge, what is it, like the pre-screening? I ended up fighting again. I was popping my shit. It was 6 of us lined up. 4 out of the 6 started fighting. And then me and the other girl just standing here. And then we just ended up fighting. I'm just like, I'm over this shit. But the Baddies audition was a lot. It was a lot. And I'm just like, damn, I left. My ponytail was out. I had no ticket. I'm like, damn, I just did all of this and for what? So I just went back about my life, and then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna give up. Like I put in the energy, put in the time, like let me pop my shit still. So I was tagging Natalie, tagging Lemmy. Natalie was looking at my DMs. She wasn't responding. She was just liking them. But when I sent her the fighting video that went viral near the bathroom when she poured water on me, Natalie was like, what's your audition number? And then I sent it to her. She liked it, and then from there.
Okay. So we're going to start from the beginning of Baddies Africa. We're going to kind of trickle through it. A lot has happened, or a lot did happen in Africa, but we're going to try to get through it. And if there's anything that I missed, fill in the blanks. But you start on episode 2, and we see y'all come from around this brick building or some kind of building, and y'all like, hey, we in there. Is you, Rican, Killa, Summer, Lex, and Dolly. Yeah. Y'all making y'all way onto the bus. Explain that whole transition. Were y'all sitting behind that building for a long time? Was it a lot of prep time? Did y'all eat snacks before y'all came and made y'all grand entrance across the building? Explain what that looked like.
So before we came around the building, we were just like in a waiting area or whatever. We were getting our hair done, getting glammed up. Mind you, that's why I didn't even get to finish getting my hair all the way done. But yeah, we were sitting there. Then when they was like, all right, we're ready to go. We're getting on the bus. They told us who we were getting on the bus with. But before we got on the bus and before the cameras were rolling, like they were trying to talk to us like, oh, hey. And then they're like, no, don't talk to them. Y'all can't talk to each other. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But they were following me on Instagram. I followed them on Instagram. So I didn't think it was going to be like any beef with Summer. I don't think I ever followed Dolly. I don't recall, but I know Lex was following me and Summer was following me. I didn't expect to get on the bus and like, oh, like Royal Rumble. Like, you know, I expected to be like, all right, y'all cool, we cool. Like, let's vibe.
I always have to rewatch these episodes before I ask the questions. And there was definitely a lead up to the brawl. It could have definitely been avoided, but the person that caused the lead up was Summer.
Yeah.
And so we gonna get there. Were you and Rican and Killa, did y'all exchange any communication prior to like getting on the bus or whatever?
Yeah, we did. Since the first day we got there, the first person that I felt like at first everybody was like being like to themselves and everything, but I'm like, nah, I don't know any of you bitches, like no shade. I need to see who I'm about to be in the house with for 2 months. Like, so the first person I reached out to was Killa.
Okay.
She came to my room, we took shots, we did TikToks to her songs, and I'm like, okay, like she a vibe, I vibe with her. Okay. And that was the first person that I kicked it off with.
Got you. So y'all did have an opportunity to kind of like connect beforehand.
Yes.
That's cool.
I had a different like interaction with everybody. Like Killa, that was the first one. Rican, I didn't have an interaction with her for real until we got to where we were going, and she was cool too. And I'm like, okay, like I was going to the room every day, making sure she was eating, making sure she was good, because she wasn't feeling good when we first got there.
Right.
Russian Cream, we were cool. Like, you know, we were cool too when we like before filming. We were cool. And then when Russian Cream saw that Lex and Summer were following me, she was like, "Oh, like who's your loyalty gonna be with?" And I'm like, bitch, honestly, I just met you. Like, don't be questioning my loyalties. Either you believe me that I'm gonna fuck with you or you don't. I'm about to sit here and explain to you like, oh, like, yeah, I got your back. Like, I'm gonna do this. And no, when the time comes, I'm gonna show you. But I'm not about to sit here and keep explaining like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be loyal to you. No, I'm not doing that. I told you that I got you. If you don't believe it, that's on you. LC, I'm not gonna lie. Nobody really with LC except Tavii. I will give Tavii that. Nobody really with Elsie because she just was carrying herself like she was better than everybody. I mean, I ain't knocking her. If that's how you feel, keep your crown, queen. Like, I'm not faulting her for that. But I was actually giving Elsie the time of day. Like, I was still speaking to her when nobody else was. Like, I was still, like, checking on her, making sure she was... Because I felt bad. She was by herself, and she's a Gemini. And usually Geminis don't act like how Elsie acts. So I was, you know, making sure she was good. I didn't want her to feel
that's
like...
That's exactly how Geminis act.
No, it's not.
Baby, that's that bipolar in all caps.
She was just like... She wasn't even bipolar. She was just like, bitch, I don't even touch me. Like, I think Rican or Killa one, I think it was Rican. She was like, oh, I like your first, like don't touch me. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. But I have a different interaction with everybody. When I first met Tavii, I'm not gonna lie, I did not care for Tavii because I felt like I was like, oh, I heard you was from somebody told me she was from Jersey. So I'm like, oh, I heard you was from Jersey. Okay. She's like, I'm from New York. I'm like, oh, well,
that's New York all day, yeah.
I just was saying what I heard, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm just going by what I heard.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my interaction with everybody.
So we back on the bus, and y'all are having cool, calm, copacetic conversation. Things shift when you mention this Summer that you think that she just speaks her mind, but don't really be knowing what she be saying half the time. So then Summer gets a little on the defense, and she like, no, I know what I be saying when I be saying it. What you talking about? And then you was like, you don't even remember me from the auditions. And then that's when it brought up, Lex was like, I remember you. And Summer was like, yeah, I remember you. Your name is Fania. And then that's when the whole Fania name thing came up, and Summer was like, I'm gonna call you whatever I want to call you.
She's like, nobody's gonna respect your name.
And then that's when Kold Killa, Killa was like, wait, no.
What? You gonna respect
you know her name. You know her name. And then Summer gets up. Now anybody in the world know when somebody get up, oh, something finna go down. So Summer was the one that I feel, initiated the whole situation. Because I feel like Dolly and Lex was really on some chill, cool, let's kind of fill y'all out. Yeah.
In that moment, I was like, you're like, that's not my name. Like, you're going to respect my name.
Yeah, yeah.
I was smiling in that moment.
Yeah, Summer was on that. She was ready to start something. And then when Killa saw Summer get up, Killa got up. And it was what it was. What was going through your mind after you saw the initial throw punch? Because I think it was Killa or Summer initially threw the punch. What's going on in your mind?
My mind was all over the place because I didn't expect it, and it just happened so fast.
It did.
It's like, damn, this is my first time like being on TV. Like, damn, like this shit just like. I don't know what I was thinking at that moment. I'm just like, all right.
But it was up and it was stuck the whole way through. Nothing resolved itself. There was no kind of conversation to calm anybody down. Lex wasn't really fighting in the beginning, but then she got in there because arms is thrown at her, and it was just a lot going on.
It was. On a little ass bus. So it's just like, we was on like a sprinter. It's just like, all right, we throwing shit. It was a lot.
You were saying though, you was like, I think Rican was like, all this over a name, and then it cuts because the editing be editing on Zeus. Then we get to another edit, and you like, what up? You going at it? Come here, I want you. Come here.
In your face, man. In your face, man.
I'm like, really, Fania? That's what we doing?
That's how I was feeling. I just felt like it was everybody against us. It was a 3-on-3 though. Well, really, it was a 3-on-3 for real.
What you was finna say?
It was a 3-on-3. It was a 3-on-3. It was just so much going on in that moment. I don't even know who I was hitting. It was a lot. All over the place.
Yeah, it was a lot. And initially
water
it all
was being thrown, spit was being
yep.
was a lot.
But it was
being smoked.
It was an iconic moment because y'all, I mean, outside of outside of what happened pre-Africa in Atlanta with 3 versus 3, Lex, Dolly, Summer versus DTB, Ivory, and Pretty P. That was a crazy moment. But this was like the start of like everything, and it just
Africa, welcome.
You know, it all started because Summer got up and Killa was like, "Oh hell no!" How long were y'all out there on that bus going back and forth and the insults and the yelling and
It was a long time. I'm not gonna lie, because remember we started, it was daytime. Ended, it was nighttime.
Were there, because y'all had to stop the bus one time. They had to get off the bus. Like,
there's a lot going on, and nobody was letting up.
What would you do differently if you were put back into that situation, the Fania today?
I don't feel like I would have done anything different, honestly. I don't feel like I did anything wrong in that moment.
Okay.
She, like, even when she messed my name up, like, I didn't get disrespectful. I'm like, no, like, my name's Fania, you're gonna respect my name. Like, I didn't even, like, get, like, really defensive or nothing. I'm just like, hold up, I'm a little confused, but I wasn't, like, angry or mad.
You weren't. Yeah. Like I said, everything only got bucked because Killa was like, yeah, what up? And because Summer stood up. Yeah. You get to the beautiful house. What do you think about the house? Before you go and you fight, what do you think about the house? Or you don't think about the house? You just like,
think about the house.
I'm getting off this bus.
I had tunnel vision because, like, as soon as, right before we got off the bus, I think water was thrown on us.
Yeah. Okay.
And at that moment, I did not give a fuck about no house in Africa. Like, respectfully, I couldn't even enjoy and embrace the environment that we were put in because it was just so much stuff going on.
Immediately when you get there, you and Summer go for blows.
Absolutely. I had tunnel vision because, like, they threw water on us. Like, all right, now you're doing a lot.
How do you when you? I don't know when the last time you saw that fight, but if you think
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Because you was going in, friend. And someone was getting, someone was going in too. And I'm like, damn, ain't no questions. Ain't no speaking. We just in here. And you started off.
Literally.
What did when you think about the dancers and everybody that was standing around, you just like, I don't know what y'all doing over here. I'm just here right now.
No, I'm not even going to say that. I feel like, now at that moment, I was Geminiing because I had literally fought. And then Natalie's like, go have fun with the dancers. And I'm over there dancing. And I'm like, hold up, let me back up because let's not forget we wasn't just fighting. Like, let me back up. I just felt like that whole moment was delusional. Like, we went from fighting to dancing with them to fighting again. It was just like so much going on.
That whole night. The first jump of the season happens where Rican is fighting Summer and Dolly jumps in. Immediately, you and Killa get active. Y'all all fight. When we hear you scream, they pull you away. You're not fucking with me. You're not fucking with me.
Oh my God.
I was like, what happened? What did you felt yourself uppercutting bitches? Like, what happened? Because, when y'all fighting, all we see is security guards.
Yeah, facts.
And so it's just like, what happened?
I felt like I was in there, so I said what I said.
You was ripping that thing, whatever that thing, little piece thing with the wig. I don't know what y'all call that. Okay. You was, you're not fucking with me.
I felt like, and then that's when they jumped me. Because I was originally fighting Dolly, and Summer jumped in when I was fighting Dolly.
Yes, right after that, it's the jumping of the season. Yeah, the jumping of the season was going on. But I even with the whole jumping aspect, like what are your rules for fighting? Do you feel like, because the conversation always comes up about women not spitting, not jumping, not sneaking. Those seem to be like the 3 things that be getting under people's skin. So regarding you and how you feel, what are your rules for fighting, or there are no rules?
I feel like things changed from me being on Baddies. Like, my first like Africa, I didn't jump anybody. Like, when Rican and Killa jumped, I never jumped until the reunion.
Okay.
That's the only time where I actually, like, a jump was had. Okay, I can agree on that. But before that, I wasn't really, like, with the jumping. Like, you handle yours, I handle mine. And it was 3 of us, 3 of them. So I didn't feel a need to, like, really jump nobody. Okay. But I don't, like, just me from where I come from, it's really no rules of fighting. So I don't, like, I'm not about to fault nobody for how they, they fighting skills. You do what you do, queen. Like.
Okay. How do you think the situation was handled initially with the introduction of, which we coined the pretty three versus the big three, and you walk in and you see the dancers and Natalie is like, well, what's going on? What happened? I don't understand. Do you think that the discussion was handled well from either Natalie's perspective or production's perspective, or it's like, hey, it's a show, we just got to get it going and fit in where we fit in? When you think back,
I just feel like as grown women, that was on us to figure out what was the next step.
Okay.
And it happened. It played out how it was supposed to.
Dolly tells Summer to throw Pretty P's Rolex watch into the pond. What were your thoughts, or what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I wouldn't want my stuff thrown in no pond, and that's a Rolex. So I was like, damn. But in that moment, I'm not thinking, oh, the watches. I'm still thinking about the fight I just had.
Okay.
So I couldn't really focus on what happened on the other bus or any other beefs anybody else had going on, because I'm like, I don't know who's feeling like what, and let me just, keep my head.
It was chaos. It was chaos, and you definitely had to look on all sides. Thoughts on Tavii versus Diamond, seemingly for Natalie, on behalf of Natalie. Thoughts?
I really don't have any thoughts on that. Like, I don't have any thoughts on that.
Okay. Lex sneaks Scotty. Summer jumps and sneaks Scotty. Ivory fights Summer for jumping in. Thoughts? This was a long ass episode.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, I really do like that Ivory stood up though.
It was a hot moment, yeah.
As she should, because she was tired of Summer shit. She's looking around like, all right, you causing all this commotion, you doing all of this. All right, bitch, come on. I know I'm a heavy hitter. Let me get you. So I respect Ivory for that.
Was LCK on something that night?
I don't know what fabric was on.
Okay. Because she go from, she kind of saunters over to Rican, and she's like, we're going to have to get that. Whatever she said. Mm-hmm. And then, Rican is like, get off of me. They start squabbling.
Rican was like, I'm going to give you that, but I'm tired. Like, I just had hella fades. Why are you coming up to me when I'm tired? When you could have been the first one I fought, actually. Why are you coming up to me when I'm tired?
Okay, this wasn't.
Ran all these fades.
Yeah, we didn't see this in the episode.
Yeah, Rican, I was right next to Rican. Rican said, I'm gonna give you that, but I'm tired. You just seen I just ran all them fades. And Elsie was like, okay. And then Elsie was back on it again. I'm like, all right.
Got you. That was a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, they fought. They all over the floor. It's a lot screaming, carrying on. And Elsie is like, let me go. That's why I say, Geminis are bipolar. Yeah.
Now I see why you asked if she was on something. She definitely.
It went from 0 to 100 really, really quick. So much so that she was saying she wanted to see people's heads on sticks and all kinds of stuff. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
When was there a subtle moment between that? Because even from that, it goes to you fighting Russian Cream, Kold Killa fighting.
No, that night was a lot.
It was a lot. Kold Killa fought Diamond, stuck a toe in the vagina. You fighting Russian Cream. Y'all trying to get y'all rooms, and it's just, do they say anything to y'all about when is it time to go to sleep, or like, do y'all naturally just carry and they just naturally film, like, or they're like, you can't go to sleep right now, we need more footage? Like, is there ever?
It's never been like that.
Okay, because I'm like, damn, they dragging it.
No,
they dragging this.
No, that it's honestly us. It's honestly us. Like, I don't feel like we know when to stop at times. Like, even when it's times where we was wrapped up for the day and people start arguing, and all right, here we go again. Like,
What was the word with LCK saying that y'all jumped her, or Kold Killa and Rican jumped her out? Not when y'all were going through this. Outside. Yeah, it happened again
in front of everybody, and nobody at that moment decided to do anything. Tavii in that moment could have jumped in. Elsie got jumped in front of everybody.
Well, no, I know that part, but she said that y'all had jumped her again.
No, she was talking about in the room. That's when I fought Lex. Remember the room situation when it was me, Ivory, and Rican in the room.
That's what she was referring to being jumped again?
Yes.
Okay.
It was me, Ivory. You remember?
I know what you're talking about,
That's
but
what she was
I'm of
referring
the
to,
belief
because
that she was talking about something else.
She said that they were telling her that she was getting jumped. A jump was not had, and till this day, I feel like she owes me an apology because I never jumped you.
Okay.
I never jumped her. I got up. I was letting them fight. I got up because Lex kept trying to break them apart, and it's just like, okay, we got security here, and you're when you're breaking them apart, you're touching my friend. So that's why I got up, because she's touching Rican, but she's telling Elsie to fuck her up.
Baby,
So like,
I don't know.
right.
I don't know what happened in that moment, but because Lex is, people call Lex a heavy hitter. Lex be getting in there. Her arm go all the way back to Africa and come back to the USA with the punch. And you was Miss Ma'am that day in that bedroom. She came in.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of knew like Lex was probably gonna be on that, or something was up, because she's always smiling. Like, she always, like, when I first got on the bus, she was smiling. When she came in that room, she was not smiling. She came in like, bitch, I'm coming to stand on business. So I'm like, I peeped that first. Like, you come in our room, you don't like really speak. And then while Elsie and Rican are going back and forth, she's like, and I'm disappointed in you. Like, you don't know me, so why are you disappointed in me? So, I was peeping little stuff, and I'm like, all right, like, I already see how this about to go.
And
It was like a little...
And go it went.
Yeah.
Because what I was championing her throughout Baddies Africa, because I just like the fact that you, in my mind, didn't have no fear with any of the women on set, especially, Lex, because Lex at this point be beating bitches up. Yeah. So you just like, whatever, and then you see what you believe to be Lex jumping in with LCK on Rican.
I'm not going to say she jumped in.
Okay.
I feel like, okay, she was breaking it apart, but she was cheering on Elsie and touching Rican, like pulling Rican. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like that's like really a jump in, but it's just like, if whoever you cheer for, just grab the person you cheering for and separate it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just get in between it, but don't grab the other person that you want to get beat up. Before
the setup of Lex coming in, did you know that Lex was coming in?
Well, I've told us.
Well, before, like, you know how they do these little setup scenes, like, y'all three go in this room and y'all talk. So it's you, Rican, and Ivory.
I did know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, like the day before, Lex was cordial for the most part. Like, she wasn't jumping, she wasn't doing that. So I didn't expect to come in and I'm gonna fight her. Like, I never expected to fight her.
Do you think you won that fight with Lex, friend?
I think it was a good fight.
It damn for sure was.
Yeah, I think it was a good fight.
It damn for sure was. I was cheering you on, friend. Because at that time, I really didn't care for Lex, because she was going after my girl J-Love for no reason. So I was liking the fact that you was getting in there with her, and I'm like, you jumped off that bed and said, ah, and got in there. But Lex is cool. I like Lex. Lex is cool. The house meeting. The infamous house meeting with these oodle noodles. First of all, was the noodles good? What was the noodles tasting like? Was they good?
I didn't eat the noodles, but they smelled really good.
Okay.
They did smell good.
So before this particular house meeting, did you already have it in your mind that you was going to have to be on your P's and Q's?
Absolutely.
And just be, okay. Okay, so we already have it established that these house meetings be, fugazi.
Yeah.
Boom. So Lex says she want to run it with you. You get up.
No.
You like...
Lex was the last fight.
Right, I know. I'm bypassing all these people. I'm bypassing them. You get up, and it's like, whatever. Because we heard, online, we heard that you be scary. Right? This is what we heard, Y'all heard
Say
it
your
too.
name. Who said it?
Well, Tavii said that, you be scary for real.
How she
and that
scary when I fought you twice. It never gave scary.
So people don't have to coach you to get in here. So because that was going to be my question. So before because they edits. Before we saw the edit, was you coached like, she up there. You better get up there.
No.
Okay. So you don't need no coaching.
Absolutely not. I already knew that I was gonna fight at the house meeting. I didn't know that I was going to fight Lex again. I didn't know she was going to fight me again. But I did know that I heard that Tavii was popping shit and that she wanted to fight me, Rican, and Killa. And
that's what I heard. Okay, so that brings me back to what LCK was telling Tavii, that y'all jumped her, right? And so that's why in my head, that's why I was asking that question, because Tavii was told that y'all jumped her, which is why she ended up fighting all of y'all at the house meeting.
But that's what I was confused about, because and that'd be the problem with people. You saw the day before that Elsie got jumped right in front of your face. You saw with your own eyes she got jumped. A jump was had. Rican and Killa jumped her. You didn't do anything in that moment. All you told Elsie to do, instead of you running a fade with somebody, you told Elsie to run her ones with Killa instead of you taking that fade. But the next day when you heard she got jumped, you wanted to fight. But
that's what I'm saying. I think there's the confusion because outside of that particular moment, the way that I remember, and y'all could probably say it in the comments, after that jump, LCK said y'all jumped her again. And this was before you and Lex situation. This was before the house meeting. So now Tavii is all up in like, y'all jumping this girl. Why y'all jumping this girl? Y'all jumping this girl. And that's why she fought.
No, it was during the house situation, like when we were in the room. That's what she's referring to. Got
you. Okay. So you fight, or you begin to fight Lex, and then Dolly jumps in. When I look back at the footage, you ricocheted so fast from Lex to Dolly so quick, like, oh, what's up? And just started going. Where did you learn that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like in that moment I was just in survival mode.
Fight or flight.
Like, yeah, it's like whatever. And Lex had like, cause her bonnet had came over.
Yeah, I saw that.
She was like kind of like backing up at that point, and then Dolly was right there. She jumped in, so I'm just like, all right, well, I guess we running it.
Yeah, it was so quick. You said, whoop, boom, went this way, boom. I was like, yo, these girls are getting it in. And then at that end of that, I don't know if you saw the clip or not, but Pretty P, Ivory, and Natalie both give you your 10. All three give you your 10s and say, that girl Fania know how to fight. But even then they was messing up your name. That Fania, that Fania know how to fight, baby. She know how to fight. The brunch brawl. I think it was it you or I think it was you. She said, say my name again.
Dolly.
When I tell you I was cheering you on every episode, because you just gave no fucks. Like, I was like, what? And she said, say my name again. Dolly.
I don't know what I was like. I don't know what
you were supposed to be scared. You were supposed to not say her name. That was hilarious. That was a really good moment. Did you get to eat any of the food before it was thrown on the ground?
I did, a little bit.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
The food fight was fun though.
Was it fun?
Yes. Rican, she has an arm on her for sure.
Oh yeah. She was tagging it. Yeah, she was tagging her. At this moment of the brunch brawl, did you think to yourself at any moment like, why did I do this? Why am I here? What the at all?
No.
At that point?
No. But I did begin to count down. I'm like, all right, let me count down. How much more time I got here? But no.
Because I felt like y'all just got there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and it was up and stuck so fast.
It was.
It was the Pretty P versus the pretty three versus the big three. Diamond versus Choco. Whose side are you on and why? And what did we not see?
I really wasn't on nobody's side. Like, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. They fought over a room, correct?
Correct.
I think that was a misunderstanding.
I think it was a misunderstanding from Diamond and Choco. I think Choco was like an innocent bystander to a certain degree. But I don't know if there was like pre-conversation between Dolly and Choco to give her the heads up of what was going on. But in my mind, I'm thinking Choco don't really know. They just showing her where her room is.
Yes.
And so Diamond felt some sort of way.
So that the backstory behind that, I think that Natalie personally gave Diamond that room and was like, hey, this is your room.
Right.
So when Choco comes, Diamond's like, hold up, this was personally given to me by, Natalie. Like, nope, I'm not sharing this room with nobody. So yeah.
And then Choco came in with prime enemy number one, coming in with Dolly, Diamond's enemy.
I feel like Diamond got on defense mode because just like, I already told you you're not coming in this room, and then you come with somebody I don't fuck with. So it's just like, so I get both ends.
Were you on the bus when Lex and Tavii ran that infamous fade?
About the chain?
Yeah, but no, she was saying, yeah, when her chain got snatched, that's when her chain got snatched. But she was saying that Lex was aggravated that you and Tavii were talking and having conversations, and that became an argument. What was y'all talking about? We want to know. What was y'all?
So we were in a waiting area at the hotel, ready to go to, I think, the next house. at this point, me and Tavii, we don't really get along. We don't care for each other, whatever. So Tavii comes up to me and she has, like, she brings a drink, I believe, or maybe she had one, and then she came up to me. I'm like, well, bitch, you could at least offer me. I don't remember how it went, but all I know is she ended up getting me a drink, and she's like, you know, my people know your people. And she's like, you have a group chat with your family, right? I'm like, bitch, how you know that? And she's like, because your sister's baby father, that whole thing. Basically, my family is from Jersey and New York, and then, you know, Tavii's from New York, so we knew the same people.
Okay.
And she was just telling me, like, you know, my people know your people, and then that's really how we started slowly but surely, like, slowly talking again, because I was like, okay, like, I don't really have beef with you, you don't really have beef with me. I fought for my friend, you fought for your friend. That's that.
So that was the conversation that Lex was commenting on.
Yeah.
And then that led to Tavii getting up and Lex getting up, and then it was a big old brawl. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Who do you think won the fights? Because it was Lex versus Tavii 17 times, and it was Tavii versus Dolly 19 times.
So with when it happened on the bus, I'm not gonna say anybody won because I don't like commenting on stuff on the bus. But I mean, Tavii admitted herself she lost when they was outside. Like, you know, she lost. You win some, you lose some, though. Like, it is what it is. But she didn't give up fighting for her chain. I respect that.
What is with the win, lose, or draw get in there?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She got me beat on that one because I ain't about to keep losing. No, I'm
okay. So we on the same page.
Yeah,
We on the same. Like, in my mind, if
you got it, baby, you got it. And I am a very, like, I love my face. I cherish my face. I make money.
Oh, we know with that nose. We know what happened with the nose.
No, for real. Like, you play too much. Like, you play too much. But no, I really don't play about my face. And when even like fighting before, like, I'm not used to getting marks on my face. Yeah. So it's just like, win, loser. I'm not playing that win, loser, draw shit. That I don't care. This is not the streets. I'm not doing that. And we're grown ass women. I'm not about to win, loser, draw. No, it's just like
like those fights were brutal.
At a point in time, you're supposed to be like, all right, like enough is enough.
You got it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like Okay. So we on the same page with that. What happened before this point or at this point? And maybe it didn't happen yet, but what solidified your friendship with Killa and Rican? Was it solidified the day of that bus, or like even after that y'all had great conversation and y'all was like, y'all my bitches? Like, what?
No.
Was the nail in the coffin that's like, y'all my three or my two?
No, I feel like honestly they put us in that position to where the first day on the bus, we stood by each other. Like, I stood by Rican, Killa stood by me, Rican stood by us. Like, we all stood for each other. So at that moment, it's like, all right, like, we already know what we're doing. We don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Like, this is us against everybody. Okay.
And do you feel like, because I kind of feel like you said, y'all was kind of like forced into that. Did it naturally stick? Or
Absolutely.
Okay. So by what y'all figured out, y'all really do have a lot in common. Y'all could really be friends for real. Like, okay, that's a beautiful thing. The Winery was a very interesting stage of events. Kold Killa just popping people in the mouth. She telling them to shut up. She throwing things at Tavii. She didn't, and there was a huge brawl outside of the Winery. You know, people talking about kids and stuff. It was a lot going on. In that moment, because I was told that y'all actually had some wine, y'all was able to drink through did some wine tasting. Yeah. But we didn't see none of that. Yeah. Was there a moment where you felt like you wanted to hold Tavii back or hold Kold Killa back? Because they had fought like 4 or 5 times and it was just going crazy. Or were you just like, I'm gonna just let you have it. If you want to keep going, keep going.
No, and that's why I ended up taking the fade for Killa, because when we were inside the winery, like, me and Tavii was like kind of going back and forth, but it wasn't on camera.
Okay, yeah, really.
It was filmed, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't edited down.
Like low key going back and forth, like, and I'm like, all right, well, you keep getting cute, whatever. But I know how to like let shit slide. Like, all right, I'm paying you no attention. Like, I'm not gonna pay you no mind. But her and Killa kept going at it. I'm like, and Killa has asthma. So it's just like, but the one thing about Killa, she's not going to let up. So even if she's tired, she's going to keep going. So I'm like, all right, friend, like, you good? Like,
you did, yeah.
I thought when I took that fade, Killa was going to be done.
No.
Killa like, nah, let me.
She stole on her. Yeah, stole, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what y'all be in there. Y'all be
Don't give no fucks.
y'all be doing a lot. Do you feel like, because you were there, that Ivory was holding Tavii down to get beat up by Killa, or do you feel like Ivory was trying to break them apart?
I don't remember in that moment because I think I was trying to break it up too. I don't know. Where was I in that moment? I don't know. But what I will say, before the fight, me and Ivory both told Killa, like, get in there, like, keep your head up. I mean, we were coaching her, so.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that, and like people had a question about that because Ivory was like doing a lot of refereeing, a lot of coaching that particular season of Baddies Africa, coaching Diamond, coaching Tavii, coaching Killa, and so people are saying that Ivory and Tavii need to run that because
They're gonna fight.
Oh, why they gonna fight, friend?
I guess. Oh, excuse me. They were going back and forth online, and I don't know if Tavii's words got misconstrued. I don't know because I wasn't on the live, but you know how fans do, like, be piecing stuff together. So I don't know what happened with that, but I guess Tavii was like that. If anybody touch her or something, they need that. And I was like, well, bitch, like, you should have said that right then in that moment.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know they're gonna fight.
I don't want them to fight. Do you want them to fight? I don't want them to fight.
I mean,
she like, look, I'm on Baddies. We fight. It is what it is.
no,
if they're
I
gonna
really
fight,
wish it wasn't like that though. I really wish it wasn't like that because you're like, oh, you said, you know, like, you're on Baddies. Like, I wish stuff could be talked about. But
okay,
I feel like
because there is moments where you bring that out and you're like, you know, being a baddie doesn't mean you have to fight all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we on the same page. Yeah, okay. Who do you think won the talent show?
I'm gonna say Rican. I'm gonna say Rican because she freestyled.
Okay.
She freestyled. She was the only one to freestyle. Like, everybody already had a song that was made up. I feel like Diamonds was very, like, you know, thoughtful, like, you know, the little poetry stuff she did. But and they was messing up Killa music. I feel like everybody did a good job, but I do feel like Rican won.
Okay. So at this point, you said y'all had conversation, you and Tavii, regarding like similar people that y'all know, similar people. Y'all fight so many times though, and like throughout Africa.
We only fought twice.
To me, it was too many times. It was a lot of times.
And the fight was like 3 seconds each.
Okay. So was there any moment, because, you know, it shifts from Tavii and y'all and the whole LCK debacle to Lex and Dolly and the big three, and she fighting them every episode.
Yeah.
Was there anything that we didn't see between you and her where you was like, Tavii, stop fighting them, or Tavii, I got your back, or like any kind of conversation like that?
I gotta think back.
Because she was every episode fighting.
I don't, at that point, because I remember when we got off the bus and Broly's like, they're in there fucking fighting each other and I'm getting beat up.
Uh-huh.
At that moment, I was confused because I'm like, why are they fighting over me? Like, my name was brought up. I'm like, why are y'all fighting over me? And then I, you know, got what happened. I'm like, damn. I felt like me and Tavii didn't grow a bond that strong enough for me to have her back at that time. But I was definitely telling her, like, this is fucked up. But the day Summer came back, we were all supposed to have each other's back. Like, listen, like, this is what we doing. Like, you know, we got you. We all told her that, though.
Oh,
all told her that.
Okay. Is there anything that we don't...
We wanted her to get her chain back. Like, she's fighting, she's getting her face up for that chain. Like, she cried for the chain. So it's just like, you know.
Yeah. Is there anything that we don't know about that you could shed light on with regards to what happened to Summer and the security, or that was the night that you didn't go out?
No, I went out, but I don't know anything that happened between them. Like, I genuinely don't know. Okay. I'm still piecing stuff together myself, along with everybody else.
Thoughts on Rush?
Questions, because at that moment, me and her were not, like, cool. You know, like, I did in that scene when we were at, I think we went to, like, I don't remember where we went, but I think we went to the tribe. I said, like, you know, I feel like we should all do something for Summer when she comes back.
Oh.
And Dolly was like, she don't fuck with y'all. So I'm just, all right, whatever, you know, like, leave it there.
Was there ever a moment, and this probably could be just like a more real question, was there ever any moment during filming where, because there was a lot of questions regarding what happened with the security in Summer. So through like the people that watch my reviews and stuff like that, commentary was of the sort like, are these girls safe? Do y'all feel safe with security? Like, what's happening with the security guards when y'all naturally go out? Do y'all feel like naturally safe with the security? Like they really fuck with y'all?
Anybody else, but I feel safe with the security.
Okay.
Like I don't feel like, I don't feel no way towards them.
Okay.
Like I don't feel like they're there to harm me. Like I don't know, and that's why I can't really speak on what happened in Summer because I don't know.
Right.
Maybe if I did know like what really happened,
right.
I could, you know, give my commentary on that. But I genuinely don't know what happened.
Okay.
But I don't feel like I'm in any harm's way around them. Like I feel like they're there to protect me.
Do y'all ever have any moments where y'all like cracking jokes with security, getting to know them a little bit? Like I
wouldn't say like really getting to know them for real because you still have to, you know, keep
your distance.
But,
okay.
like it's times where like a little joke is cracked, you know.
Okay.
But it's not like we're friends, you know.
Got you.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Russian Cream seemingly, this is not my perspective, this is, you know, what's been said, seemingly being scary, not wanting to fight, faking an arm injury, being cool with the big three, after talking about the big three. What kind of light can you shed on that? Because you had your run-in with her, and she kept wanting to have her run-in with Rican. Then she broke her arm from fighting Rican or something like that. Or no, she fought Rican with the arm cast.
Yeah. So with Russian Cream, I felt like she was always like wishy-washy. Like,
yeah.
I remember, I don't know if you remember, but it's a video, and she was like, "Oh, we're way prettier than Summer, Danny, and Lex." And she's like, I moved out the camera because like, what are you saying that for? We're literally just vibing. You have no reason to say that. Nobody's talking about them. Nobody's thinking about them. So when I did see her with them, it's just like, okay, like, you know, nobody else fucking with you. You get in where you fit in, whatever. If that's how you rock, that's how you rock. I just don't fuck with that or you.
Yeah.
And, you know, keep her where she at.
Okay. Alrighty. So Ivory has a drunk night. That's a lot going on.
My girl was crashing out.
And she was. And DTB does the elbow slam. It's a lot going on.
I didn't go out that day.
You did not.
I was sick that day.
Right. But did you, when they got home, were you around with the whole knife and hiding and we're after Dolly? And
yes.
What did we not see? And from your perspective, what was going on?
Honestly, I feel like everything y'all saw was what happened. Like Dolly went in the kitchen. I don't know what she tried to grab because I don't think she came out with anything. But Ivory was like, I need to run that. And Dolly, she was like I guess she didn't. I don't know what happened at the club, but Dolly didn't want to fight at that moment. And then Natalie went in there. Like Ivory told Natalie, like, I want to fight her. So Natalie was like, okay, I'm gonna go get her. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So Natalie went in the kitchen, got Dolly. She was like, okay, she's coming out. She's gonna fight you. And then that's when she came out.
We're at the ninja place now.
It's like, I'm at Baddies Shane, thank you.
This was like Royal Rumble crazy. Everybody was fighting. Everybody was on one. And there was a moment where it was like, jump this person get jumped, this person got snuck, this person fight, this person upper, usher, blah, 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 blah. And then it leads to Kold Killa stomping Choco when Ivory's fighting Choco. Do you recall?
So at that time, I was at the obstacle course because it was a lot going on.
And you was like, I'm not dealing with this.
No. It wasn't even that I wasn't dealing with it. It's they didn't let me at all. Like the security was holding us. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just whatever. I'm just gonna separate myself. And then I think Ivory was fighting Choco at that time. Yeah, when I went to the obstacle course, and I'm like, okay, Ivory, she got that. Like I don't have to worry about Ivory. She's good. She got Diamond. She got Pretty P. I didn't even know Killa and them were still over there.
Okay.
Actually, I think Pretty P was at the obstacle course with me. I think P was at the obstacle course with me.
Probably, because when I'm thinking about it, I don't see Pretty P in that scenario with Diamond, Ivory, Choco.
With me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the obstacle course fun?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
For the little part we did get to do, it was.
Yeah, because it was.
We went in there, Royal Rumble.
It was going crazy.
Yeah.
Summer versus Marissa. I just, when I think about Baddies Africa and I think about that particular fight, and how, Marissa did the merry-go-round.
Yeah, she
and,
did.
And Summer, Summer spun her. Thoughts?
Summer clocked her with a vape.
Okay.
Yeah, Marissa's face was messed up after that. And I'm human. Okay, it's one thing for us to fight each other, but it's another thing, when people are, getting actually, hurt.
Yeah, yeah. And then she ends up feeling some sort of way about that, and that's when they have, the conversation about it. Okay. So that's why they had the conversation, probably?
Because when Marissa came in the house, she came headstrong. Marissa was on that. I didn't even expect that from Marissa. So Summer was probably all right, you got that. You got that. Now I need that from you.
How did you feel getting your Baddies chain?
It felt amazing, honestly. I do wish that me, Killa, and Rican could have all got our chain together, because we really have been, at this moment, we're sticking together. At this point, we're doing everything together. So, I had my chain, my girls had their chain too. That's how we felt. So
express to the people, what does that feel like, or what is that when you get your chain and you're like, oh snap, what is that? Because this is your first season, and you're going through what you're going through. Is it a sense of bossness, I'm a bad bitch, or Natalie is giving me a chain and Natalie's a bad bitch because I see how she runs what she's doing? What goes on in your mind when you get the Baddies chain?
When I got the Baddies chain, that was honestly another, I would say it was an accomplishment, because people work hard for their chains and everybody don't get a chain. So at that moment, I felt happy, excited. I felt I was okay, I'm doing something. And the love I got when I got the chain is what really stuck to me. Everybody was jumping up and down. It was, for the most part, everybody was happy. And then I look over it, some people gonna have a little stink face.
Yeah.
It's cool, because they still, kept it cute. Of course, I don't expect you to cheer for me, because that's what haters do. If you gon', because when Tavii got her chain, I clapped for her. I was happy for her. I even congratulated her. And I just got done fighting her, literally. Yeah. But I still congratulated her,
What didn't we see at the bonfire? Because we saw Killa versus Summer, we saw Scotty versus Lex, we saw Tavii versus Lex, we saw Rolly versus LCK. What didn't we see? And why didn't you fight? You were over it. What was going on? The whole truth. The whole truth.